Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Movie Social. We're your hosts, Steph and Rick, and today we're going to be doing a spoiler review on the sequel of Borat. Now, before we get in,
you're just gonna go on without finishing the title, my guy?
sir, go ahead, lay the title on us. Go ahead, do it.
What was it? The Unsubsequent MovieFilm.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Borat 2.
No, because the title alone is hilarious.
Before we get into the review, if you like what we're doing here on our channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, let us know how we're doing, and share with your friends and family. So, Rick, Borat 2, as we're going to call it. Your initial thoughts, initial reactions, initial feelings.
I'm giving it now. This thing was hilarious, though, honestly. From beginning to end, it had me dying. Now, yes, some of the scenes in there was kind of suspect, and I'm like, especially when they involve certain black folks into it. And I was like, Only black person I really felt bad, though, for that was in it was the nanny.
Yeah, I mean, there's controversy behind that as well.
Yeah, I know they did a GoFundMe for her, which is good.
But she also was upset because she thought this was like something that was like legit, where they about the giving away the daughters and stuff.
Yeah.
She didn't know it was a comedy.
Yeah, I know.
It was
Even
sad.
though this was a comedy, it was also, in my eyes, certain parts of this factual and accurate and documentary-ish, especially when it came after the Trump administration hard. Man. And apparently it's raising some eyebrows how they got into the White House on this, of course, was a deleted scene. They didn't actually show this, where his pretend daughter actually got into the White House pretending to be somebody else. And no red flags was raised at all.
There was a scene
got
that
past
raised
security and could have got close to Trump.
No. There was a scene that really raised my eye so far up that it my eyebrow was in my hairline was like this.
Oh, you talking about the scene with Giuliani? Oh no, that was another one that raised some serious flags too.
Woo!
How they got that close to him, and also Pence, the one convention.
So not the fact that she got that close to him. What they were,
and what he was ready to do.
Yes.
Yeah, I know, and that was a lot of eyebrows and questions.
Woo!
Yeah, I don't know how the whole Trump administration has not been thrown in jail for this movie alone.
Man,
precedes me, but I mean, of course, when you have a president out there inciting anarchy and riots and making terroristic threats on national TV and gets away with it, guess we see how this hasn't resulted in no jail time yet for any of them. But all in all, I love this movie. It was hilarious. That was my actual reaction. How about you?
So I love Borat from the original one, so I definitely was going to watch the second one no matter what. And just like the first one, this one took the cake, and it literally, like, when you think that it's going too far, no, it's not going far.
Hold this for 1 second, please. I'm gonna go and continue to do another thing then.
Exactly. Oh, you thought that was too far? Ha! Let me spit in your face and do this. I was like, yo, there's so many scenes and so many things that like was like, wow. And then it had just super funny moments in there that we're about to get into now. Rick, your least and your favorite thing about Borat 2.
So I would say my least favorite thing about Borat would be the whole book and the way that they tried to make it seem women couldn't do this and that. That was sad. I mean, granted, there's a lot of places in the world where stuff like that has been going on and starting to make changes because of pressure from people around the world. But yeah, I was like, I don't see no difference why women can't do the same.
Yeah, agreed.
So there was that, and then my favorite part was definitely when he was in the electronics store. Apart from any of the Trump administration stuff, the electronics store was the hilarious moment for me. Him discovering about a smartphone and the camera, and then thinking that it was his toy, and inside the phone was dying. Then finding out about the porn, and then I'll be right back. I'm going to the bathroom, and it still had had the phone connected to the TV still.
Googling certain things.
Yeah,
Not yeah, but putting certain things in the porn search engine.
I was
The
like,
guy was reading it like
yo, hilarious.
that was pretty funny. That was pretty
My
funny.
close. I'll do my close second favorite moment after. But go ahead, do your
Alright.
favorite and least favorite.
So I hate to say this because I maybe this is one of your favorite moments, but my favorite moment had to be the whole faxing the leader packet.
That was going to be my close second,
Bro. That
Every
whole
other
thing,
word.
yeah, like that whole thing was like text messaging, but for people who don't know what smartphones are, or it was literally text messaging essentially. But
It really was.
it was just funny. He said the emojis being mad and like if you do this, we'll kill you. That was hilarious. My least favorite part, and it wouldn't necessarily be like bad because movies. It was just like there's really people out in the world. When he was like got on stage at the convention
Oh
and
yeah.
sung the song, I'm really sitting there like, yo, it's people really out here
Yo,
who
he
think,
was punking all these Trump supporters badly. I was like,
yeah, it's people out here who really think this is a joke, and little do you know, the joke's on you. That like it was like insane that they were like really like, oh yeah, it's this is that, and I was like, wow, I cannot. I mean, I can't say I can't believe it, but it's sad. It was very very sad.
yeah.
I mean, I know you want to comment on that, but go ahead.
Listen, we've all seen these idiot Trump supporters, and yes, I'm calling you an idiot because that's what you are if you vote for Trump. Honestly, no shame in my game for that. But yeah, we've seen them all make these kind of statements and say these things because they honestly don't have a clue. They're just drones following behind their fearless leader, as they kind of call him. I mean, I see no difference in Hitler versus Trump. So there's that. And you blindly following him. Oh, go ahead and follow him right into the ocean too. You're following with COVID. No mask needed. And that was a crazy moment too, the COVID scene.
Yes.
Great movie though. Great movie.
Would you recommend it?
Theaters. Yes, I would recommend it 100%. It should have been in theaters. Sadly, COVID ruined that. But at least people could watch it on Amazon Prime. We know a lot of people have to have Prime at some point.
Yes.
And I would say this, for those that take issues with certain things, except for with the name. Everything else other than that, listen, it showed who people really were. Now, I will say this about that church thing, which really that was my close second to piss me off. Close second least liked moment. Where okay, it's supposed to be a health clinic. How is it church run? You cannot have a health clinic in the church.
I hear what you're saying.
You cannot, just like they try to say, don't mix church and state. You cannot mix healthcare and church. I don't care what your beliefs are. Somebody rapes somebody, they need, and they want to get an abortion, they need it. Health complication, get an abortion. I'm not leaving it up to we gotta leave it up to God. It was God's will. No, it wasn't. And God gives you free will to make decisions of your own.
He said when he said, "I did it for my daughter."
Yo,
when he said, "Okay, well, it's just up to God now." I'm like, "Yo, that was wild."
And I'm like, it speaks volume to all these priests and all that other stuff that molesting people and all that. Yeah. Like, now we see where it's coming from.
But the funny part about it was, right? We knew that it was talking about the little cake,
but he didn't know.
Yeah,
we know it wasn't a real baby, but he didn't know.
He didn't know. But that's true. It made that scene worse because you're sitting there like, okay, they're talking about an actual little decorative thing. He's talking about a baby, and he thinks for him to say, we did it behind they was saying, we did it behind a dumpster, and they said, don't tell nobody. He was talking about when he was feeding her the cupcake, and she actually ate the thing. He was just
thought they was talking about having
relations, and that it was his father and daughter, and it was
now,
okay.
You can see he was a little queasy about it, but it's like, okay, you at that point, if you really felt that way, you're supposed to say something.
Exactly.
Bring the law involved in this because that is illegal. And I'm like, none of that was done.
Yeah. This movie definitely I recommend it for sure. It touches on a lot of things, and you find out about people that you heard rumors about, like their actions and their ideas and stuff like that. But no,
Mhm.
this puts them on screen, in camera, in front of you,
Mhm.
and
So controversial.
yeah, and it's like, yo, these people, some people really think this way, and granted, it's sad, but it does it in an entertaining way. To be honest with you,
This is 2020 in a nutshell.
pretty
And
much.
but it boiled down to a hour and some change movie.
Hmm. Hey man, all the stuff that happened in 2020, you can literally put in an hour and a half movie.
I mean, the short version.
Yeah, yeah. Give me the footnotes of 2020.
Actually,
Watch
the
Borat.
only thing that they really didn't touch too much on was the racial issues with police brutality and all that.
Yeah,
And I think he purposely didn't do that because
yeah,
he
yeah,
wasn't going to pump no black folks
yeah,
for that.
yeah. But all in
But
all, man,
no.
if you like this movie, if you watched it, if you're not going to watch it, let us know why. But if you did watch it, let us know in the comments your favorite parts, your least favorite parts. And again, don't forget to share, like, subscribe, then join the family. Until next time.